Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Come With Me. I'm back at my favorite nursery located in West Hollywood, and today I'm bringing somebody with me who has no plants and has an interesting lifestyle of not really being at home. So this is going to be a fun challenge for me, but I'm super excited to see what we can find here. If you guys enjoy watching these type of videos, let me know down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for the end of the video where I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do a quick little walk. This is the third time this place has been featured on my channel, so these are like the bigger pieces here, and naturally anything big is going to be really pricey. So let's go ahead and just walk towards the smaller section here, and of course we're going to head on over to the house plants and succulents. Here is what they have currently in stock. One of my favorite places. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? So this is Tillandsia, a lot of big air plants all clustered together here. I think that is so stunning with some Spanish moss. You see this a lot in Hawaii, but I've never seen such a huge cluster before. So that is interesting because I've never seen this before here. This is my third guys. This is my third time here, and believe it or not, I see that they have the zigzag cactus. If you guys are a plant hoarder like me, you already know how very rare this cactus is, and just to see 3 of them here chilling out makes my plant heart just filled with green. I'm gonna have them bring 3 of them down, and of course you guys know how I like to pick out my plants, so super excited for today. And look at this beautiful string of hearts here, and very similar to mine, but if you take a look here, the hearts are bigger than the one that I currently have. Hi, here we are. I see lots of dogs here today. You can say hi. We got Evie with him. Beautiful Monstera here. Rubber plants might be a good one for you. Very easy to take care of. Pothos is a very easy plant to grow as well. Wow, I see a beautiful fern up there too. That just makes me happy too. So, trying to pick out some fairly easy plants for him to style in his home. Give it a little plant love because he has nothing going on. He just moved back to the States. So, trying to spice up his place. Dracaenas are super easy. The dragon trees, very easy. Growers, this might be one for you. So here we are. Sansevieria, mother's-in-law's tongue, my grandma likes to call it, or otherwise known as the snake plant. So I think this is a good one for you, and I think I have this one. But, I mean, look at how beautiful. Kawika and I is thinking about plants here, and we're going to share some plants. So, this is a beautiful silver satin pothos. Now, I can't think on the top of my plant head. There's 2 variations here. So, there's one that with a wider leaf here, and this is the variation that I have, which is on the smaller side. So, I have this particular one in my collection, but we're going to go for the bigger one for him, and then we're going to separate this, and then I'll get a piece of the plant too. But, you know, pothos are very easy plants. And yes, the golden pothos, which you see a lot that are very common. So say for instance, these guys here, this is the golden pothos. Very trendy, you see it, it's very common. The silver satin pothos, on the other hand, you rarely see this around plant shops. So that's why I'm suggesting this one for you. Because if you could just choose one pothos, this would probably be the one I would suggest. Otherwise, if you're interested in another pothos, the neon pothos right here is another popular pothos. But if I chose one, it would have to be this one. I think it's very interesting. The texture is nice and soft, which gives its name, the silver satin pothos. Just want to share my dream plant here. So this is the beautiful elephant's ear, Alocasia, and yeah, this is like my plant dream right here. It is on the expensive side. It's priced for I think $85 a piece, but so stunning to have in a collection. So I have the 3 available here. And now to decide which one. What do you guys think? This one is kind of interesting. It's pretty full. This one is interesting. What do you think? Which one do you think? I'm thinking between these 2 right here.
The one on the right.
This one here?
Yeah.
Right here? Is this the one we're going for? Yeah. Oh my god, it's stunning. I can't. Like, I'm dying. All right, to be determined, guys. I'm back at my place. I want to call this Jewelyn's jungle, and I'm so excited because I have my friend to the right of me. Say what's up.
What's up?
And he doesn't have any plants, and he just recently moved back to the States. He lives in San Diego, which is very plant friendly, so I want to go ahead and kind of give him some plant love here. So we ended up going to the Home Depot all the way out in Hollywood, in the middle, like on Sunset Boulevard, to get some terracottas. And why I chose these planters for him is because they're readily accessible in every plant nursery you can find. They're very inexpensive, they're breathable with the drainage hose. So if you are new to planting, and kind of stressed out about planters, this is like your go-to right here. We got different variety, and I'm so excited to fill them up. As you can tell, I have my little planting station here, which I like to set up on my Tiffany blue table. I can sit down, I can chill out, hang out with you guys. I have my pail filled with soil here, and I have a bunch of jade cuttings because of course I had to give him some of my jades. Now we're gonna go ahead and just start with that first because I have no idea how long that's going to take to fill up. We also got some really cool stuff, so you can kind of consider this a haul as well. And this just makes me really happy that I can go ahead and give some of these cuttings to him. So what I'm gonna do really quickly is fill the bottom up with some soil so I have a little leverage to work with. And I'm going to place a bunch of them in here and see what it looks like. But I have a variety and we'll see what we end up using. Now these cuttings are all recently rooted the beginning of the year, and these are cuttings from my big tree. So I think it's super cool that I'm able to give cuttings from my main tree here to all of my friends and even subscribers. A bunch of you do have them. So I have it filled up here. Now as you can see here, there is tons of roots here, and these look pretty good. So I'm just gonna place them in here and kind of see how I like them, and then we'll fill it up as we see what the shape is going to take place like. And we got a bunch, we got some good ones here. So even this one right here is a really good one. Tons of roots. So I have a bunch of cuttings here, and I'm just going to place them and see how I like placement, and obviously like the aesthetic of the planter and the cuttings here is going to make it look really, really adorable. So let's see. I think that looks really good. What do you think about this? Do you like that or no?
Yep.
Are you just agreeing to make it easier or what?
It looks good.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to fill it with, so I had a bunch. And I'm looking at the size of the cuttings and how it looks like in this pot. Now, I love this style of terracotta planter because it's nice and short, which is good for, you know, most of the plants. I really don't like the tall planters. Unless it's a snake plant and it's nice and tall, then it works better in a tall planter. But for shorter plants like cacti, succulents, and houseplants, this particular size planter works great. And I think we're good with this one. What do you think? Do you like this?
Yes, I like it. I like it a lot.
Isn't it adorable, guys? And as you can see, there's tons of growth here. So it's a loving Southern California life, and it's been living in my patio for about a year, so no big deal or pressure. But I think this is gonna do, yeah, this planter, I think this looks good. I don't want to fill it too much because jade are very easy growers, so I highly suggest the jade succulent for anybody who's new to houseplants. And you want to make sure that you keep this, if you do keep it indoors, but you live in San Diego, so this is also fine if you want to sell this in your patio. Just not direct sunlight, indirect sunlight. So, and then otherwise for this, you can mist it once a week if you're home. Now my friend, he travels a lot for work. Sometimes he's not home for like, what, 2 weeks at a time.
Yep.
And so something like this is very good for someone who's not home a lot. And you can go ahead and even water it once or twice a month even. And other than that, you can mist it while you're home and give it a little love. But there's a lot of growth here, and I think it looks really good. So I have faith in you with this one. So let's go ahead, pass it over to the new plant dad, which I'm so excited about. Keeping on the theme of my plant babies, which actually was a cutting from over a year ago, and it's rooted, and all of this here, guys, is new growth, including this little baby here. So I wanted to give you this because he got something so awesome for me, giving him a little plant love. So I'm just gonna shimmy it out of here with the little planter, and we're gonna put it in its new home. Now he wants hanging trailing plants, so I think this is a good trailing hanging plant. Super easy, and as you can see, tons of roots. Okay. So it is rooted. I have faith in you. You want to keep this one inside. So he told me that he does have one big window with natural lighting.
Yep.
So we're gonna place that there. And indoors. Oh my goodness, it looks so adorable. Okay, I can't. I raised you for 1 year from nothing to roots, propagated in water, guys. Very easy. So if you do have a trailing plant and a part of it does fall off, do not throw it away. Throw it in a water propagated bottle. So any glass bottle with water, slip it in there, leave it by the a window where there's sun, and it'll grow water roots, and then eventually you can go ahead and plant it up. So what do you think?
Looks good.
Oh my goodness, it's adorable. I wish you luck.
I'll keep it alive.
All right. Moving along, guys. So I'm gonna plant up the next one for him, which was, I took him to the West Hollywood nursery, which you've seen in the beginning of this video. So he ended up getting a Dracaena, or a dragon tree plant. This is one variation of many. Very easy house plant. Note to self. Okay, very easy. A lot of roots here, so I believe this will do very well in San Diego. And let's kind of take a look at to see what we have here. Let's go ahead and lessen this up. I'm gonna place the excess dirt on the bottom. See what we're working with. Kind of loosen it up, stretch its wings a little bit, and then I'm gonna check placement here, and then I'm gonna top it off with my soil. Actually, you can actually put back the soil that was in the planter here. And we're doing this today so that it has, a moment to kind of settle in its new home before it gets back to San Diego with its new owner. How cool. What did you think about the nursery that I took you to?
It's pretty cool.
For somebody who doesn't go plant shopping, what did you think about the place?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was different for
I
me.
know. I got so excited. I couldn't breathe.
She was very hyped.
I was lit. All right, what do you think?
That looks good.
Yeah, I think it looks good too.
Put it in my window.
I want it nice and centered. There it is. All right.
Dome up.
So that one too, you want to mist twice a week. And remember how I told you, go ahead and press your finger on the top of the soil. If it's moist, there's no need to water. I would say a misting is good. And then when you press your finger on the soil on the top and it's dry, then it's time to water. So every house plant and plant is going to be different as far as for watering. Why? Because we all live in different zones. The plant might be in a different place than where I would place it from where you're placing it. So it's very hard to tell somebody exactly how to water it. Here's a beautiful silver satin pothos. I have another variation of this, but we're gonna go ahead and take this out here. See the condition of it. I'm going to take a part of it and then we're gonna plant it up. Now, I don't think I have a particular planter for mine right now. I do have a bunch that I'm saving for cacti, but not for a house plant. So let's shimmy this out, see what the condition of the plant is, and go from there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen it up. As you can see, there's tons of roots here. And by the way, guys, it's like almost 7 o'clock, is it?
Yep.
All right,
6:50.
so I'm gonna loosen this up. And also, yes, it is good to kind of loosen up the roots when you take it out of the original planter, so that it gives a little leg room to stretch out in its new planter and environment here. So I'm gonna kind of take it apart without breaking it and see what's going on here. And this is another way to get cuttings from a plant, is just by separating. Alright guys, so I ended up getting a few cuttings for me. I got one really long trailing cutting with some roots here. And then I ended up getting 2 here that didn't want to give me any roots. But I do see a little root here, if you can see that. And then this one doesn't have any roots that I was able to get. But I'm going to just stick this in water and it'll eventually give me water roots. I see a little baby up here. These 2 are going to go in a water propagated bottle for me in the bathroom. And then even this one too. No, you know what? I'm going to put this straight into dirt. And actually what I'm going to do, just to get it not out of the way, but into a planter here. Let's fill this up with some dirt, just so I don't stress it out. And I'm gonna put my cutting in its original planter. Alright guys, so here is what it looks like. It'll stay in here for a good minute until I find a home for it, but I decided to put this one back into dirt because it's rooted and I don't want to stress it out. So this is what my cutting looks like. And then the other two, I'm just gonna go ahead and just put it straight into water, which are these two. So wish me luck, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. Now, for the rest of the plant, we're gonna go ahead and place some soil on the bottom. And I decided to put the biggest planter paired for this right here. And I'm gonna create a nice little hole for it. Check placement. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So I'm looking for nice symmetry here. Anytime I'm planting up a trailing plant, I think it looks good already. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you said no, we would have to stop because that would just break my heart. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the edges here. I think that looks really good. Wow, I'm like very happy that you're getting a silver satin pothos for your first houseplant. What do you think? You have to say that.
I'm loving it.
Okay, great. Oh my god. Okay, we're making a mess here, but just a quick little tip for those of you guys who are new to planting: get a used toothbrush or a new toothbrush and just, you know, brush the plant off if there's any dust or dirt. And that's very easy to take care of your plants that way. I think it looks fantastic. You already see the beautiful trails, which is something that he wanted. And you can also put the macrame plant hanger over it and it'll hang really nicely in a corner. So this is absolutely stunning. I love the placement, how I got it into the planter. And that is going to wrap up this plant. You have a new baby. What do you think?
Babies.
Can I just say something real quick?
What?
I don't know if I'm ready to do this, but I'm giving my children away. I grew these from scratch. Let's talk about this real quick before we do the last plant, guys, which I'm so excited about. So this is my baby Monstera. I probably featured this on my channel before. This is one of the, actually this is the smallest baby off of George, my big mother plant. I'm going to give it to you for helping me get one of my favorite. We're not even gonna talk. Okay, we're just gonna plant, because at the end of the video you'll see why I'm so excited and why I'm giving you so many plants. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out the root system, which, guys, we got roots. This wasn't like this. I had it for one leaf for a good minute. It gave me another leaf. Okay, it's doing good. So what I'm gonna do is terracotta. So how is it to hang out with me after not seeing each other for 18 years and then seeing each other recently in San Diego when I went down there for my parents? What do you think?
We've changed a lot.
Yeah.
Grown a lot.
I think it's cool.
It's
though.
good though.
Yeah. And it's nice to see somebody from home, and you don't get to go home to Hawaii often. No. See, so this is a nice treat, right?
Yep.
See somebody from home. I think it looks fantastic. So this is gonna go indoors like your pothos, okay? Right by a nice sunny window, giving you my most precious baby. Okay, what do you think?
It's good.
And you seeing what my big guy George looks like, right? So it will look like that in time, but please send me selfies of the babies and keep me posted. But this is a little Hawaii vibes from me to you.
Mahalo.
You're welcome. I know this is the same terracotta, but we're gonna just go ahead and switch it out. This is my biggest, actually, do you want to know something? This is my biggest spider plant cutting ever that I've ever had. And as you can see here, there's lots of roots here. I'm just gonna go ahead and place it into here. Top it off with some new fresh soil on the top. And then what I'm gonna do is talk fertilizer with you, and we're gonna fertilize your plants. And I'm gonna do it off camera because lighting is coming down. But I'm gonna teach you how to fertilize your plants, and I'll do it for you. We're gonna do it together so that you can see what fertilizing is like. So I like to fertilize once every 2 weeks, and we'll do that so that your plants are ready to go to its new home. So what do you think? Purifies the air. You already seen what the mother plant looks like. Tons of babies. This is the biggest baby that I ever got from the mother plant. A lot of misting twice a week, and then just water like once a week. But you already know. Press up here. If it's moist, you don't have to water it. And if it's dry, then it's time to water. So here you go.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm absolutely in love with my my plant that we're going to talk about now, guys. All right, are you ready for the showstopper? Guys, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is one of my favorite plants. You don't even know. And if you guys are plant enthusiasts, crazy plant people like me, this is the Rickrack Cactus, also known as the zigzag cactus. Very trendy plant here. I'm gonna go ahead and, if you want to help me, take the wires off of it. And then I'm gonna kind of see where I can get a nice cutting for him. And then you can put this in your patio too.
Yeah.
Such a rad plant, guys. Like, I can't, like, my plant heart is just like screaming right now. So I don't know what the status is of this plant, but because it's so hardy, I'm gonna get some gloves. So hold on to here, and I'm gonna hug it and kind of give it a little shimmy here. Okay, it's been in here for a good minute, guys. Tons of roots. Now let me see if I can kind of loosely squeeze it here, see if any loose babies are gonna come off, and then we'll put it in a planter for you to take back. Okay, as long as there's some roots, I'm happy, and it's gonna be fine. Like for cactus, you can even get a cutting straight from the top here. And this particular cactus, guys, you can snip it here from the top, place that bottom in water, and it'll give you water roots, no problem, and you can plant it up that way. So don't feel scared about having any loose babies falling off. You can easily just drop that into a water propagated bottle, get yourself some water roots, and then you're good to go. But if I can get a nice part of the plant for you by separating it, then we can stick this right into dirt. And I hate doing this to my plants because it's like a part of their arm. I'm cutting them off. Almost there. This is a nice cutting right here. And cactus are very easy growers here. So look at this. Ta-da! Eee! So exciting. All right. Our last planter for you to take back to San Diego. Please send me plant selfies. This is such a rad plant. Wow, you got some really nice plants. Guys, comment down below, and what do you think about my friend's new plant collection? Now it's like his first plants, and he just moved back to the States. So I wanted to make sure that he has some, plant vibes and something nice to go home to that's green and living, give you some responsibilities.
Yeah.
I immediately when he moved back, I was like, okay, we need to fill your space with some green, because you'll automatically just feel really happy when you come home seeing them, especially when you get a new leaf. The Monstera is a giving plant, so you'll definitely see it give you some love. All right, I think that looks good. What do you think? All right, so here is the cutting. I am so stoked for you in the plant world. This is a very big deal to find this, and I think this is the perfect cutting for this planter. What do you think?
Yep, looks good.
All right, guys, it's now to plant up mines, and we're gonna go ahead and hand this over to the new plant dad.
Plant dad.
Wow. So here, I think it looks good. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, Thank you. So guys, this is the planter I decided to go with as the sun is setting. What do you think about Santa Monica, and what do you think about my plant collection?
It's Jewelyn's jungle for sure.
Oh my goodness. I'm so stoked about this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it, guys. What do you think about the pairing? All right, we're gonna wrap up the video here, and let me know down in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this come with me / haul video / planting with Jewelyn, and seeing me give my friends some plants. I think it's super cool, and I'm really happy with the outcome here. Now, last thing I'm gonna do, I have an extra terracotta planter here for you, and I'm gonna give you a little crocodile alloy cutting. Okay. Last one, as my little thank you gift for coming out from San Diego to hang out with me and Evie. It's always nice to see friends from home, and you know, it's very rare to get people to come out here and visit me, especially people like from Hawaii that I grew up with. So we knew each other for how long?
Ever.
Since we were kids. And it's like been 18 years, and then I just recently seen him in San Diego, and he just got back to the States, and here we are. And have I changed my personality?
No. Same Jewelyn.
Okay. All right, what do you think about this? It'll grow big.
Yeah.
You've seen what the
Yeah,
mother plant looks like.
I like the outcome.
Okay, I'm sending him home with my terracotta planter and a baby crocodile alloy. So this you can have outside in your patio. Okay? Okay, I think I'm good, guys. Like, I'm so on a plant high right now. We're gonna go ahead, change up, freshen up, and we are gonna head to dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, leave a comment down below what do you think about today's episode. And I'm, you know, super happy that I was able to share my plant love with somebody who's never had plants before, especially a guy. I think that's super cool. I'll see you guys on the next one. You can find more on my blog at ILOVEJEWELYN.blogspot.com. Aloha. Bye.